We have team coverage tonight of severe weather that has hit Region 8 as crews are working on finding 2 children who have been swept away by floodwaters. Crews are at Ingalls Road and Stadium Boulevard searching for 1 child.
And that is the second missing child we've been covering today. Let's go right now to Seth Stevenson, who is live at the Home Depot on Parker Road, where crews have set up a command post. I think they just broke down that command post, working on another team that has fallen into floodwaters near Southwest Drive. Seth, what is the update on this, the first of the 2 missing children?
An update right now.
Yes, I have a pretty much urgent update here. I just got off the phone with Craighead County Sheriff Marty Boyd. He confirmed to me that there is only 1 child missing. We had reports from Sheriff Boyd earlier. They were called out to assist in the search for a second child who was missing. What has happened is the sheriff just told me a minute ago that the wires got crossed. It is the same child. They're just being asked to help much further downstream than we've been showing you so far at Southwest Drive at the Home Depot. They are at Stadium and Ingalls. That much we had right. But right now, only 1 child is missing and feared swept away by these floodwaters.
The water has been coming down fast and furious today. Lots of flooding all over the city, and we're going to go back to Ryan now with the very latest.
Yeah, I hate hearing that situation.
And look at this flooding at St. Bernard's. You can see the water rushing into the building, and it looks like it's running all the way down into an elevator shaft. Now, it's hard to tell by the cell phone video you're watching, but you can hear people in it saying the water is actually coming down the walls as well. There's that elevator shaft. Scary stuff. Well, you have been sending us pictures, keeping us updated all over Region 8 on the flooding. Here are some of the pictures sent to us this afternoon on See It, Snap It, Send It. Here is downtown Jonesboro, the old Jonesboro Police Department right there, getting an idea. Usually floods right down there on Washington. No strange thing to see floodwaters down there. This picture near Johnson, you can see the pawn shop or the motorcycle shop right there. Water filling the intersection. Over here you can see the cars barely getting through that. Other shots coming in from all over town. Common sight. Water just rushing into the road all over the city of Jonesboro tonight. So many common scenes like this. Once again, don't be out in this tonight unless you absolutely have to, unless it's an emergency. We are under a flash flood emergency right now. Ryan says that's the highest level of emergency when it comes to this much rain. A record-breaking day out there. Send us those pictures if you can, but please be safe. Don't go out.
And we will be right.
So sad. Jordan, thank you very much. You could see not just the water, you could see buckets and paint cans flowing into her home.
And you know, she brought up the point about having a pump. Even people who have pumps working right now. I have a neighbor who has 2, and she's still being overwhelmed. They can't keep up.
Incredible amounts of water tonight. I mean, Ryan, you're saying record. What are we talking, 4 or 5 inches so far?
Yeah, probably. So I haven't.
Well, during this flash flood emergency, we have had a 13-year-old boy go missing and feared falling into one of the drainage ditches, one of the pipes.
We have crews searching several areas of town right now because if the boy was swept away, as we fear he was, he could be coming out in several different areas. Let's go now to Seth Stevenson. He is at the command post at Fire Station number 4 in Jonesboro on Harrisburg Road. Seth, please give us the latest. Thank you.
Such a difficult situation all over town in different areas, and especially for some of the homeowners who are trying to battle the water coming into their houses. I know businesses as well have been taking on water.
And for some, the battle is over. They cannot win. They just had to throw up their hands and say, we give up, because the water just came in so fast. There was so much of it. We go back to Jordan Howington, who has been with a family that is just seeing their home almost completely underwater. Jordan.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Paul. And guys, we're going to try to get with Chief Miller here in a little bit, see what he has to say. So we'll be here, like I said, for the duration of this, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Hey, hang on real quick, Seth. I think Chief Miller is right behind you. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, but could you grab Chief right now? I mean, I think he's right behind you there.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, if you'll give me 1 second.
Go and grab him.
Let me see.
Let's just do this live.
We want to know the very
Hey,
latest.
Chief. Hey, I'm so sorry, man. Can I get quick? We're live right now. We just ask a couple questions.
Go ahead. Go get your stuff right now.
Okay, so Chief, if you'll follow me over here, we get a little closer to the camera. We talked to Paul. We know that there's not just a whole lot you guys are able to do right now just because of the weather, but can you tell us?
We interrupt your regular programming for this breaking news. As you know, we've been ongoing with the search for a 13-year-old missing boy, and we have good news.
I'm getting a little choked up. They found him. For the last couple hours, we've been very concerned about this 13-year-old boy. We have Jonesboro's E911 director on the phone, and tell us the good news, Jeff.
Yes, just a few minutes ago, we did get confirmation from one of the JPD police sergeants on the scene at Sims and Culber House. The child has been located. The message from the scene is he's alert. He does have some injuries. We do have an EMS unit en route over there to him.
How do you think he was able to survive in all of this deluge of water?
Not for sure, unless he had an air pocket somewhere that when he was pulled under there, he was able to breathe and then get out of the water as soon as he got out of the culvert. So more information will be available from the scene here as we get this piece together.
Prayers answered tonight, to
Yes,
be
sir.
sure. Now, there were crews, Jeff, for miles looking for this young man. How far from where he was swept away was he found?
This is probably less than 2 blocks. It's pretty close to that scene, and yes, we had crews, miles down the stream, and the stream would branch off, so we was checking every avenue to make sure that we was covering all bases, but it was pretty close to the actual scene.
How long ago did you discover this news, and what was the reaction there at E911?
Oh, it was less than 5 minutes ago, and when it come across the radio, just a sigh of relief from the crew here. It's been a long couple of hours waiting on this news.
That's for sure. Now, did the child yell out for help? You said a JPD sergeant on the scene found him. Could he hear the child asking for help, or was the child in an area where once the water got down, he could be seen? Do we know those details yet?
I'm not for sure on that. We did get a call from citizens in that area, possibly that the child was spotted there. That's how we got the news to send officers over there. When they arrived, we did get a radio transmission that they have recovered the child. Very good news.
Can't tell you how happy we are. We were just so worried. A lot of parents in that newsroom.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
great news.
Yeah.
possibility of
thanks.
surviving this is incredible.
Exactly.
So, yes, and hopefully good news for our weather as well. We want this rain to stop.
All the damage, all the things we're going to deal with the next couple days right now seem just so small. That little boy is safe, Ryan.
Yeah, that is very good news. That wasn't looking good for a little bit there. So we'll